Yeah, I mean Barry Woodley, yeah, he was fine, he was a great musician. I remember that, and he was unique, and original. And I do remember, at the audition for Crocodile Tears, he sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and it was fine, People liked it, it went down well.
But, Barry was Barry, He was unique, as Paul says, right? And all I ever used to hear was Barry this and Barry that, He was just great, okay?
And I seem to remember, that Barry, he moved on to bass guitar, but he wasn't the best musician around, it has to be said.
I remember he had one rehearsal, as the lead singer. And then he moved on to the stylophone, the Rolf Harris thing. And, for a while it was ideal for him. I thought anyway,
The band was called Crocodile Tears, I thought that was a great name,
And he used to play like this, with his back to the audience. And it was crazy, because he didn't know, he didn't know the chords or anything, and then he used to turn round to the audience and they knew, they could see it was fake, And so, something had to give. And it did,
And I mean, they played lots of venues, the Golden Ball. That one immediately springs to mind, that was a fine venue, yeah.
And so the band, they sent him for lessons, for guitar lessons, bass guitar. And although he said the lessons were going really well, they just had a feeling he was lying, and he was going down the pub for a pint. And it wouldn't have surprised them if he was doing that, but they didn't know for certain. Okay, they just had to trust him that he was taking the lessons and he was learning, And
I remember one night, the band were rehearsing and Barry didn't turn up, he just went AWOL. And so the band all decided to go down to the pub, for a pint. And Barry was in there, he was in there having a drink with John Deary. And, he got the sack the next day. And he accepted it,
I just couldn't believe it, there he was, just so hard-faced having a drink with John Deary. Just sitting there having a drink with John. It was just so him, so Barry. That's just what he'd do. And he didn't really care, but he was being a rebel, a bit like me. Except it sort of went the other way for him. And it didn't work out, and he had to go.
But I do remember Barry, he used to borrow Brendan's Beatles albums, and Brendan would get them back, and they'd be filthy, they'd just be rotten. And covered in fingerprints and God knows what else, Looked like he'd been having his dinner off them, to be honest, they were just coated in different things, which didn't please Brendan too much, but he didn't say anything,
And so one day Barry, I remember he bought the Sgt. Pepper picture disc, and Brendan, he didn't have that one and he wanted to borrow it. And so he said, Barry, can I borrow it? I'll give it you straight back. And Barry said, no. Just like that, no. And Brendan was heartbroken, and it affected him, right?
And so, on Brendan's wedding day, a couple of years ago, Barry turned up with a present for him, and it was a large frame, in a package. And, Brendan opened it up, and it was the Sgt. Pepper picture disc that Barry had refused to lend Brendan, all those years ago. So that was a nice touch, He'd give him the picture disc. I thought that was great, And so he hung it on his wall, and it's a constant reminder of Barry, yeah.
Happy birthday, Barry. I hope you have a wonderful 50th birthday. And just have a great time, and sing all the songs, and even do a bit of Yoko. You can hear her, right? Just do a bit of that. Get into the groove and have a great time, Have a fab gear groovy time, right? Okay? Happy birthday, Barry. Happy 50th, okay? From me, John Lennon, right? Okay.
Happy birthday, Barry! Your 50th birthday. I hope you have a great time. You know, don't get too drunk. You know, sing Beatles songs, do all the things you want to do, you know.
And Brendan's even bought you the 50th anniversary of Sergeant Pepper. I mean, how wonderful, you know. Just play it, enjoy it, you know. That album was made with love, right? Love, sweet love, okay?
Lend your albums out, you know, if you want to. That's not a problem. You know, people will like that, you know. Do, oh yeah.
Hail, hail, rock and roll, Barry. Have a great time, right? Peace and love, right? Okay.
So listen, from an Everton fan to a Liverpool fan, I just want to say, good luck to Liverpool for next year. I think you might win that league. Well, no, I think you might come second, because I think Everton will probably win. Oh yeah, that's the one. Do. Happy birthday, Barry Woodley. Oh yeah, do. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Barry, it's your 50th. Hope you have a good time. Hope you enjoy your 50th anniversary, Sergeant Pepper, and a bottle of wine. That's the one.
You say it's your birthday. It's my birthday to you. You say it's your birthday. We're gonna have a good time. I'm glad it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you.